So the approach checklist will start in 3 nautical miles. We will reach 3,000 feet shortly before Gobus, and then hopefully get on the ILS soon. Approach checklist.
Cabin signs.
Checked.
Nav accuracy.
Checked.
Error reference.
Checked. 1016.
1016. Checked. Checklist complete.
So, and as you can see now, they're in the west. They're on the horizon on the left side now. So on the west, in the west, it isn't dark there anymore. Now that's also orange on the horizon. The sun is rising also there. But there, it's on the right side, it's brighter in the east than on the west side. So yeah, because sun is rising in the east. So we are now at the moment at a perfect altitude, so that we would get the glide slope. And here maybe we can, or let's wait a little bit, and we can do manage descent maybe now, so that we descend a little bit faster, and then when we are at 3,000 feet we can activate approach. And yeah, now we are getting closer to this D, at which the aircraft should automatically start to slow down to the approach speed. Our landing speed is 133 knots. We need to extend the speed brakes to slow down. And maybe now let's activate approach and also the second autopilot.
Pilot is on.
Because we need to decel. And we can go to the performance page here, and there you can see where it says VAPP. That's the approach and landing speed. That's the approach and landing speed for this landing. So it is 133 knots, as it also says here. So the aircraft now decelerates to this speed, and when we are getting slower we need to extend the flaps then. So somewhere there in this direction the airport should be, but maybe it's right behind this one. Oh no, there it is, I think there it is. Yeah, but we need to decel much more now. And let's close this window. And then when we turn right we should get onto the localizer and then get also get the glide slope. But hopefully we will be able to. So there, now the localizer is captured, great, but hopefully we will be able to decelerate to our landing speed early enough. So now we are at 3,000 feet. Localizer is alive. There you can see this sign moving.
Flaps 1.
So now we set flaps to 1.
Flaps 1.
We are slower than 200 knots. And that looks really nice now during sunrise. So yeah, speed brake is still out, I know, but we'll leave it out. So we're now on the glide slope, and that's very important now that we slow down now to 133 knots. So we need to leave the speed brake extended. There you can see the runway. So we need to leave the speed brakes out, otherwise the aircraft won't slow down. But I think we will be able to be at 133 knots when we are closer to the runway.
Localizer captured.
So localizer is captured, nice.
2,500.
So maybe let's set the flaps to 2 now.
Flaps 2.
And we will put down the gear soon. So now when we have flaps 2, the aircraft is able to slow down much easier. Yeah. That's why I extended the flaps already. Maybe let's put down the gear already so that the aircraft is able to slow down too. So 2,000 feet above ground is also a good altitude to. It's always a good altitude to put down the gear. And there you can see runway 35, the alternative runway for our landing today. But we will land on runway 34. Yeah, and we are clear to land. That's great. And now we set the flaps to position full. And are slowing down, and when we are at 133 knots we can arm these spoilers.
Landing gear.
So
Down and locked.
auto brakes will be medium.
Ground spoilers.
So we can arm the ground spoilers now, I would say.
Set.
Auto brakes.
Medium.
Exterior lights.
Exterior lights. Oh, forgot to turn on the landing lights. Dome light can be turned off now.
Exterior lights.
The background lights need to be turned on, and nose light needs to be turned on.
Go around altitude.
So now let's turn on the co-pilot for the last things of this checklist, so we can turn off the autopilot and fly
Go around
Set.
altitude.
visual
Off.
for the rest of the approach.
Checklist complete.
So now we can continue the approach visual. We turned off the dome light, turned on again the background light of all the instruments. The background light was turned off automatically as it was getting brighter outside. So, but that looks really nice here early in the morning. During sunrise, the approach to the runway where the lights are still turned on. We have PAPI lights, precision approach path indicators on both sides of the runway. There where the lights are right and left and right next to the center line of the runway. There's the touchdown zone. Hopefully we will touch down there. It would be best if we touch down at the aiming points, but we will see then. But most important thing is that we have a safe and secure landing here at Baku. But at the moment, 2 white and 2 red lights at the precision approach path indicators. That's great, as it should be. And now I will concentrate on the rest of the approach.
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
2 minimum.
Continue landing.
Continue.
100. 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5.
And there we are, touchdown here in Baku. Very nice. In the touchdown zone on the center line. Reverses are active. We decel. And no, we are not. Or are we able?
Manual brakes.
No, we are not able to leave the runway at here. So we need to taxi a little bit here on the runway, because the next taxiway, next point where we can leave the runway is a little bit far away. So, but it was a nice landing, I think. Looked really great. We flew 3 hours and 20 minutes and are ahead of time. I think you say it like this, or when you are earlier than the scheduled time. So we are ahead of time. We have 1:20 UTC at the moment, and our scheduled time of arrival is 1:30 UTC. So we are ahead of time, earlier than it says in the flight plan. So it's perfect. Now we can taxi to the gate, and then afterwards can also have a look at the instant replay, so we can have a look at our landing from the outside. And our stand here at the airport of Baku is Alpha 9. I hope that it is not occupied.
APU on.
After landing checklist.
So they now do the after landing checklist.
Exterior lights.
Checked.
Ground spoilers.
Set off.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
Flaps.
Check retracted.
TCAS.
Checked standby.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
APU.
On.
Checklist complete.
So perfectly, this checklist is completed. We can also already select our parking. It's gate Alpha 9er. And do we request? No, we do not need to follow me. I know where we need to taxi. Let's take Aeroflot as a handling operator. Yeah, I know where we need to taxi. Oh, there's another aircraft standing there. We can then have a look of which airline it is. So we need to taxi to the left at here, I would say. Let's have a look from the bird perspective. Yeah, gate Alpha 9er is here, so it's best if we taxi left right here. So yeah, when you look from the outside now, you can see it's now even brighter. Don't know why the runway turn-off lights are still turned on. Maybe we can turn them off, because we only need the taxi light right now. There the sun is rising. Yeah, it's already very bright now. So yeah, I think we can turn them off, the runway turn-off lights, and only leave the taxi light turned on. Until we then when we turn right, then towards the gate, we turn the taxi light off. So I hope the textures will load here in the cockpit. Maybe it will take a little while, but no problem. Yeah, now they load. So takes a little bit here forward. I think it's a Boeing 737 of Turkish Airlines right there at this gate. And there are also other aircrafts of Azerbaijan Airlines. Here, there one, and there's another one. So we'll continue taxiing straight ahead until we are past this terminal. Yeah, it's the 737 of Turkish Airlines right there at this gate. Yeah, and here we should get the right side. Yeah, they can also see the stair, which is there. But at this airport, which is what is also really nice at this add-on, you can move the jetways towards the door of the aircraft. It's really nice. So you do not need any other extra add-on to make to do that. So there are all the other the vehicles. We can turn off taxi light right now and turn right towards our gate here at the airport of Baku, to the gate Alpha 9er. Yeah, you do not need any extra other add-ons to use the jetways here at this airport. You can do this without any extra add-ons. You need SODE, or I don't know how to pronounce it in English, or to say it in English. I hope maybe it's also said like this. You do also say it like this in English, but it's for free, I think. You only need the latest version of SODE, yeah, and it's for free. So a little bit to the right. And now we are perfectly on the line, center line, and we can stop soon. There it is. Stop, it says. We stop now. Parking brake is set. Yeah, I said it already. And we turn off engine number 1 and number 2. We can...
And the parking checklist.
Yeah, let's connect the external power. And we open some doors.
Parking brake and chocks.
Chocks are set.
Front left, after left.
Parking brakes released.
And the cargo doors.
Both off.
Seatbelt signs.
Set off.
Beacon light.
So we can request boarding, request a deboarding now. And we can move the jetway now towards the aircraft, or maybe first, when they are finished with the parking checklist, we can first have a look at the replay.
Checklist complete.
So we can have a look at the landing from the outside, and then we can move the jetway towards the aircraft. So let's have a look at the landing. So I chose 400 seconds, and yeah, it's nice. It's a very good choice, I think. Yeah, the doors are opened because they are opened now at the actual state of the aircraft. And here we flew in and touched down. I think it was a nice landing. Yeah, it looks really great. I like the landing, and the approach was also very stable, very fine. I like the approach today here to Baku. It was, all in all, it was a very, very great flight. Everything at Budapest was fine. Then during flight, during the flight everything was great. So yeah, it was a very nice flight today. So let's have a look at the replay again, a little bit longer. Yeah, 440 seconds is a good time to have a look at this replay. yeah, it was very stable, the approach. And I think the touchdown was very good. It wasn't a touchdown zone on the center line, and it was quite smooth, I think. So there we are getting closer towards the airport, towards the runway. Here are the lead-in lights, as you can see.
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
Very smooth, nice approach during sunrise here. There we put the nose up a little bit more to come in to touchdown smooth, and was a nice landing, I think. And then the nose gear went down smooth too, and there we touched down on the center line. That's nice. So now we can have a look at from another perspective. Now we can have a look from the perspective how a passenger sees the approach. Maybe here, no, that's bad when there are the cargo doors open. Let's have a look from this perspective here. The view on the right wing and on the right engine 2. And there we touched down. The speed brakes came up. Reverse was active here, but isn't shown here in the replay. And one last replay. We have a look at one last replay now. Now from the view of the tower. Here from the tower of the airport of Baku, of the airport uniform Bravo Bravo Bravo. There's the runway. And that looks like a really smooth approach, really smooth landing, I think. Nice. So, and here we are back at gate Alpha 9. We need to open some doors again, I think. Yeah, the front left door is closed again. Or did I close it? Yeah, it was opened automatically, I think. And I closed it then. Oh, why did does the aircraft move now? Let's put it back into the right position. We need to have a look. What's the right position? So forward a little bit to the right. And that's at stop. So parking brake set again. Engines off. So now we can open the front left door.
Captain, all passengers have left the plane.
So now we can request deboarding. Again, Aeroflot as a handling operator. Now I can show you how to operate jetway. Oh, that's strange. Why is there on? Why? You know, maybe we should from now on. Maybe we should always have a look at the replay before we are at the gate and request GSX and so on, because now there's only one trailer here at these vehicles. But yeah, no problem. I only want to show you now how to operate jetway. For this you need to press Shift and D. Then you can select the stand at which you are, either gate A or gate B. We are at gate Alpha, gate A. So then you need to choose your gate. We are at gate 9, so choose this one, and then we can dock jetway Alpha 9, and then when there is another jetway and another door, the aircraft can dock it, maybe at, for example, at a 747 or so, or an A380, where we can dock 2 or more jetways, and when you are at a gateway you can dock 2 or more jetways. You can then choose another jetway like this there, for example, where you can dock several jetways, so 2 jetways for example, to a 747. So their jetway is docked, and I think it's really nice. It's really nice here, exactly at the door, and also here with this cover. It's perfectly around the aircraft. It's really nice. Yeah, and now that's also the end of our flight today from Budapest to Baku. It was a really nice flight. I liked it very much, and I hope you also liked this flight. If you like this flight, please press thumb up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel in order that you do not miss any new videos of FSX, and I hope to hear you then on our next flight. Maybe our next flight then will be a long haul flight, but you will see it then next month which flight we will fly next. Yeah, and I hope you like this flight, and then hear you in another at our next flight. Until then, bye, thanks for watching.